execution, kill the greed and arm the movement. Independence was a threat, independence, blood and sweat. Blazing trails, don't get upset, just find a way to kill Macbeth. 40, 50-hour weeks, mind and body, soul stress. Money, power, and respect, seems I'm only homeless. Beg the world to make a change, intense the way we blow checks. Getting lifted like a wall is sitting in a crow's nest. Bird's eye view still looking out, scout the truth and crooked crowds. Promise. Yo, what is up? We're back. I know I haven't been doing reactions lately. I've been mad busy. We have so many projects going on, but there's been something that's just been hounding me. I just want to do this reaction so bad. Not just to do the reaction, but to be able to go watch the reactions to the reactions of the reactor reacting to the I've been following the battle very intensely. I've been part of it. I think I kind of started it, maybe, because I did diss Dada and tell him, you know, BP was a pioneer in battle rap, a legend, and he had some things to say about that. But yo, I want to get into this because and I'll totally admit it, completely uneducated, no background to it, just hated Michelle or the Michelle Show, the channel, never seen it once, and just seen thumbnails and titles and heard it in diss tracks and heard people talking about why Ren talked about Michelle's show, and just had no interest to show it any love whatsoever. And then I seen him react to BP dissing him, and I can't stop watching his videos. Can't stop. And I was really nervous about even doing a reaction to it because I feel like now I'm making myself a target. So let's get into this, man. We're gonna watch Michelle's show first. This is the White Room. So I went back and forth and pondered, you know, for days whether I should go and watch the other times he's dissed people in the White Room. And I decided I'm not going to, because I don't want to have like a weird expectation. I just want to be able to see what he does. And I'll tell you what, I'm so impressed with, if you ever watch this Michelle show, the editing, the thought behind everything, the way that you were breaking down bars. And it's not just the breaking down the bars, it's the I can see that you know that this bar is about to happen. Like, you understand the setup, you understand the structure, you understand why he says this, and the brutal honesty when you're being dissed and when it's good and when it's not good. I love it. I love it. So let's get into this. I already talked way too much. This is Michelle's show, Can't Escape the White Room.
Only one of us can leave here. In order to escape, in order to get my life back.
It looks like some shit from that movie, The Cell.
I need that soul, Pegasus. I gotta get you.
I gotta get that soul, Pegasus. I like it. I like it. He's like got the soul bracelets on. All right.
It's either you or me.
So, okay, before I get into it, I know I've already talked way too much, but my initial understanding of this is that in order to escape from the White Room, he needs to take somebody else's soul, and then this other Michelle show is going to let him out, or whoever's got him trapped in here. Because I know in one of his videos, I think when he was reacted to BP and BP said something about the White Room, he said, I'm warning you, don't. He's like, that I don't have nothing to do with that. So it's like his character, right? So
me, not really black, definitely not a Pegasus. You a has-been, about to fuck up your own legacy. Trying to maintain relevance. Let me break down the evidence. My ego bigger than the nigga almost said it just for the hell of it. You used to battle, but I'm way better than what you've been against. Pay attention. What you want to be is different than what you represent. Your record label is not producing no record spins. Facts, nigga. You the president of a company that's irrelevant.
The fucking very first line, you're not a Pegasus. it's just I don't know what it is. His humor is very very on my level. I think I bet you we'd like the same movies and the same shows and the same songs and like it's just you link up with certain people and they have the same sense of humor and the way that he says although Pegasus and legacy is the only thing I don't think that rhymes in any language. But I like this beat. It reminds me of the Undertaker.
Fuck up your own legacy. Trying to maintain relevance. Let me break down the evidence. My ego bigger than the nigga almost.
What did you say? My ego bigger than an elephant dick?
Black, definitely not a Pegasus. You a has-been, about to fuck up your own legacy. Trying to maintain relevance. Let me break down the evidence. My ego bigger than the nigga almost said it just for the hell of it. You used to battle, but I'm way better than what you've been against. Pay attention. What you wanna be is different than what you represent. Your record label is not producing no record spins. Facts, nigga. You the president of a company that's irrelevant. Garbage. So you the current CEO of Brass Knuckle Entertainment, a trash label with not one artist that ever made it, not even halfway famous, no clicks or engagement, but claim you on a beach getting head? Explain it.
So, man, I love it. I love it. Dude, everything. I know that there's a lot more that I don't know as well. Like I know that there has to be like some behind the scenes stuff, but there's so much to this video. The other him kind of like nodding in approval, like kind of judging whether or not he's gonna let his soul go, and then the ad libs are absolutely hilarious. And I'm liking the bar, the way he's doing the bars is like the battle rap style, right? Like it's like that there's a crowd there and you have to wait for them to shut the fuck up so you can do the next 4 bars because his punches are hitting so hard. But oh man, calling him out on his label. I don't know how successful any of the artists on his label are, but I know BP has been doing music, basically living off of his music career his whole life, so it's got to be doing enough, right? Enough for him to be able to like go into YouTube and buy all the equipment outright. And I don't know. I can't speak on that. I have been to his house though. I have seen his car. I know he's got money.
Your record label is not producing no record spins. Facts, nigga. You the president of a company that's irrelevant. Garbage. So you the current CEO of Brass Knuckle Entertainment, a trash label with not one artist that ever made it, not even halfway famous, no clicks or engagement, but claim you on a beach getting head? Explain it. Procrastination is ruining the nation. Yeah, you got a bunch of subscribers, but don't get complacent and got the nerve to be bragging about going on vacation. Your life crumbling and you worried about relaxation? It's your priority.
He does be going on vacation. This motherfucker texted me one time and said he was on vacation, but it was a surprise. So he was still releasing content and didn't tell anybody he was on vacation.
Yeah, you got a bunch of subscribers, but don't get complacent and got the nerve to be bragging about going on vacation. Your life crumbling and you worried about relaxation? It's your priority straight. Nigga, show me one record label payment or anything else than a negative bank statement. That's
Oh, I like that. He said a negative bank statement, but he had the negative filter on. See, these little details, man, they mean a lot.
Your life crumbling and you worried about relaxation? It's your priority straight. Nigga, show me one record label payment or anything else than a negative bank statement. That's why you so affected by my hating. Why's that? Cause you just another failed business owner, YouTubing in his basement. Robert Hughes.
I don't know if he YouTubes in his basement, but he used to YouTube out of a studio. So it was like 4 rooms in one room. So 2 of them were recording studios. One was like a green room couch smoking area. And then he turned his office into a YouTube room. But where his new one is at, I don't know. If it's in the basement, that's hilarious.
Houston, nigga, fuck Houston. Bank statement. That's why you so affected by my hating. Why's that? Cause you just another failed business owner, YouTubing in his basement. Robert Houston, nigga, fuck Houston. I'm Hurricane Barrel. I come through and flood Houston. Who a bitch, you don't get no love, Houston. It'll be another Astro World tragedy, and it'll crush Houston.
Oh man, that's a cool fucking flip. So he's spitting bars. His flow is obviously not there. I mean, I don't know how much of a rapper he actually is, but man, his bars are there. God damn, he said I'll come through and flood Houston, and then he did that. What was that? Travis Scott did that whole fucking concert that people were just rushing the things, and then they just started dying from like crushing each other. Bro, that's a bar, man.
I'm Hurricane Barrel.
And the fact that it all goes together too, because his name's Robert Houston, and oh man, that's dope.
I come through and flood Houston. You a bitch, you don't get no love, Houston. It'll be another Astro World tragedy, and it'll crush Houston. Let's talk about you men in the States. Nose rings, piercings everywhere, feminine traits.
What is that about? Let's talk about you men in the States. I don't know who that is.
It'll be another Astro World tragedy, and it'll crush.
Oh, if he's gonna start like dissing other rappers or YouTubers, because I see it says AR, so obviously AR's in this somewhere. I'm not gonna know who any of them are.
Houston. Let's talk about you men in the States. Nose rings, piercings everywhere, feminine traits. Both hands on your hips, that's a spit in the face.
I don't know who that is, but that's funny because he said both hands on your hips while he's putting his hands on his hip.
Houston. Let's talk about you men in the States. Nose rings, piercings everywhere, feminine traits. Both hands on your hips, that's a spit in the face. To every masculine alpha male living today, like why you new generation punks.
I know that was flawed. I don't know who this is.
Crossing lines up, transgender wannabe.
Is that Grizzy and then Knox? All right.
You need to make your mind up. The type of shit that I really can't stand. Transgender wannabe. You need to make your mind up.
Hold on, you got AR dancing and then BP, but this was when BP was pretending to be Michelle Show. But I don't know why he didn't get dreads for it, or there's got to be dreads you could get. But that's hilarious though. Did BP line his? He painted on his goatee to match Michelle's.
In the face to every masculine alpha male living today, like why you new generation punks crossing lines up. Transgender wannabe, you need to make your mind up. The type of shit that I really can't stand. How you let somebody named Michelle teach you how to be a man? 6 seconds, I'm speaking to you.
That's dope because maybe that's 6 seconds. I don't know who Miss 6 Seconds is. I know he's battled some people. I've seen that name before. Oh man, what was I just about to say? Oh fuck, I lost it already.
Mind up, the type of shit that I really can't stand. How you let somebody name Michelle?
Oh, how you let somebody name Michelle? Because we all know that his name is not Michelle. He's just playing Michelle Show off the Chappelle Show. But since everybody uses that in their diss, that he's like named Michelle, like it's a good flip.
Michelle teach you how to be a man. 6 seconds, I'm speaking to you. This is not no subliminal, no need to break down clues. We got him.
Is he trying to say subliminal?
I'm speaking to you. This is not no subliminal, no need to break down clues. We got anybody can get it, on pick and choose. But we know he won't respond cause he'll lose. He a bitch. A lot of y'all tough now. Yeah, it's my fault. They can try to copy the recipe but missing the sauce. Look, Avengers, just say y'all lost. They can try to copy the recipe but missing the sauce. Look, Avengers, just say y'all lost. Before I scramble up the whole podcast and let the AR talk. God. Hey, look, I'm gonna teach you how to photo.
I wonder if that was like, because he's obviously talking about the, I don't know, Peep fans and other YouTubers started calling their podcast Avengers. He said, I'll let the AR talk like a gun, but is it also like let AR talk because you think he's the coolest one out of the group and you don't ever say anything?
Missing the sauce. Look, Avengers, just say y'all lost. Before I scramble up the whole podcast and let the AR talk. God. Hey, look, I'm I'ma teach
Oh,
you
he
how to
broke out.
Photoshop. Heard you diss and laughed at you. Nigga, this is where the joking stops. But he really think he Iron Man. Fuck that nigga, no he not. Pull up and leave his whole body full of metal. Now you can be Robocop. Black Pegasus and Anthony Ray.
I've heard that. That is used a lot in battle rap, but it's still good here. I'll let it go.
At you, nigga, this is where the joking stops. But he really think he Iron Man. Fuck that nigga, no he not. Pull up and leave his whole body full of metal. Now you can be Robocop. Black Pegasus and Anthony Ray, two hoes. But I did like that line you used about me sucking toes. But look, niggas who try to turn heel get exposed. Cause if you touch defeat in here, it's gonna cost you your soul.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. And I hate defeat bars. I think Eminem did one pretty good when he said, it'll take 40 men stomping me before I see 80 feet. So it's like 80 feet or AD feet. But he flipped it with heel and soul. I like that.
Why you bringing up Dotto when you should be focused on me? What's up with you, Black? This battle won't be easy as you would hoping it be. I promise you that. Clip
I like that flow right there. That flow's pretty sick.
Cause if you touch defeat in here, it's gonna cost you your soul. Why you bringing up Dotto when you should be focused on me? What's up with you, Black? This battle won't be easy as you would hoping it be. I promise you that. Cliff Beats fans, AR fans, everybody watching, hoping I lose. The whole internet pussy, this a fallopian tube. You can't escape the
Oh, what a good flip. The whole internet is pussy. This is fallopian tube, like YouTube. Okay, all right.
with you, Black. This battle won't be easy.
If see, that's one of those bars where if that visual wasn't there, I would have just thought you were calling it fallopian tube, not basing that off of YouTube. So that the visual is so important. Very good, very good.
As you would hoping it be, I promise you that. Cliff Beats fans, AR fans, everybody watching, hoping I lose. The whole internet pussy, this a fallopian tube. You can't escape the white room. You asked for this. It's all fun and games until a nigga soul get trapped. I'm better than you.
So he's got their souls on the wall. I don't know who the first two are, but I'm assuming that's the first two people that he's battled in the White Room. Now you got BP and AR there, assuming. Oh, that's what a cool freaking concept this is. This is so sick to have this like series or this content that you can consistently create. I like it. It's written by Cliff Beats and edited by Crip's mom. Oh my god. I don't know what his problem with Crypt is or Cliff. Or I don't know what your problem is with anybody. But I did watch I watched you watching somebody else do your version of Cribs. Oh my god, it was so hilarious. Oh man. All right. Yeah, so obviously bar heavy, very punchline and very smart. Everything is very smart the way that it's set up. The visuals add so much more to it. The flows obviously can be worked on or improved, but I don't give a fuck about flows. This is why I'm so frustrated in my battle because I know I can't. I know Dada can flow. He sounds super sick. The shit that he's saying is mostly retarded. Almost everything he says is either I've heard it before, it's directed at one person and then directed at another person and then directed back at this person. And then, I mean, it just bounces around. No fucking flowing synergy, nothing. No schemes, no wordplay, like punchlines. That's it. And the one scheme he had was like lettuce and fucking greens and I don't fuck it. It's so dumb. I heard Harry Mack freestyle that on Omegle bars, and he's like the fucking king. whatever. All right, let's go check out Pegasus. I have seen this thumbnail. I wouldn't have gone with the Predator, but maybe he'll flip it in a way that I don't know. It just seems like too obvious. Like anybody with dreads always gets called Predator, and I just think it's corny. I'm assuming Red Fox is BP because he had like the freckles and he's light skinned, and BP likes to talk a lot of shit. That would be my guess.
He who keep running thy lippers will get their lippers split with one of these.
Michelle Show, you gon' have to let go. Couldn't walk a day in my shoes. How you snatching my soul? Tongue tied, but they know that I mastered the flow. Not a tool or a hoe, but this ratchet gon' blow.
Oh, yes. Came out hard. He came out hard. All right. And he said, Michelle Show, what do you say? You need to let it go. You couldn't walk a day in my shoes. How you still in my soul? So he did like the whole flip that Michelle did, but he also said tongue tied. So you got the tongue of the shoe and the tie in your shoes. He's very clever with these.
Couldn't walk a day in my shoes. How you snatching my soul? Tongue tied, but they know that I mastered the flow. Not a tool or a hoe, but this ratchet gon' blow. Take your face off, so your casket gon' close. Ironic, the white room got me blacking on foes. Fuck cocaine, you could snort crack up your nose. Angry text message, you're all capping your flows. Just
very good, very good. That snort crack through your nose like it's corny, but the angry text message all capping your flows, that's good.
in Houston, the white.
It's good because I like bars that you just don't hear repeated over and over again, or if you do like a really cool flip to it. So obviously, like, it's gonna be hard not to, especially when you're listening to Fred the Godson or Daylight or Loaded Lux. Like, these guys have hundreds and hundreds of like just where every single thing is a bar and a flip and a play, and like it's hard not to like reuse something that they use at one point.
White room got me blacking on foes. Fuck cocaine, you could snort crack up your nose. Angry text message, you're all capping your flows. Just in Houston, boy, when you gon' learn? Your girl getting chopped and screwed till this court is adjourned. The Astro World opened a portal.
Oh. BP is very good at like coming back. I mean, this has got to be from just years and years of battle rapping on the stage, back when it was actually like off the top and you had to like come up with your verse while they were rapping at you, because you could come up and spit the most dopest shit in the world, but if anybody thinks it's written, you're not getting cheers. It's if you're rebuttaling what they're saying and it's sick, you're gonna win. And he's just so quick with coming back and chopped and screwed. Fucking rest in peace, Screw. I'll do a little side story. I was never a fan until I moved to Texas. I was stationed in the military in Texas. I became a huge fan of like Southern music, and I was so mad that I had missed out on that like chapter of hip hop. And I actually went to DJ Screw's funeral because I drew an album cover for somebody that's associated with them, and they gave me and my other buddy that helped draw the album cover, they gave us tickets to T2000, the celebration for Screw's funeral.
Portal for CERN developed in a dark Houston, boy, when you gon' learn? Your girl getting chopped and screwed till this court is adjourned. The Astro World opened a portal for CERN developed in a dark room. Should be more than concerned.
That's dope. Developed in a dark room. So you got like a little fun thing. It said something about Astro Worlds get a portal to CERN. I don't know, but I'm assuming that's some type of like satanic thing. I knew when I heard him say Astro World and he's gonna crush Houston, I had a feeling that that was really gonna hit BP, because BP is like really anti like the devil worship type stuff, and that's what like gets there's a lot of like the devil worshiping imagery in that Travis Scott concert, so I knew that was gonna hit him.
Your girl getting chopped and screwed till this
Uh-oh.
court is adjourned. Astro world opened. A portal for CERN developed in a dark room. Should be more in a dark room. Should be more than concerned. Give you bars, sentence without an editor. I'm Danny Glover. You look just like the Predator. Too old for this.
Whole reaction isn't.
Label we's on tour. Get your orthodontist. Show up to.
Hold on. Maybe we just lost sound.
Too old for this shit. This how you catch a predator. Show up to your job. My.
Oh wait, we got a
few bars, sentence without an edit. More than concerned. Portal for CERN developed in a dark room. Should be more than concerned. Give you bars.
So developed in a dark room like a photograph would be, but also like the whole concept behind it was developed in a dark room, like where like evil is. Great flip on that. Great flip. Not as good as the flood and the crushing Houston like Astro World. That was a dope bar.
This court is adjourned. Astro world opened. A portal for CERN developed in a dark room. Should be more than concerned. Give you bars, sentence without an editor. I'm Danny Glover. You look just like the Predator. Too old for this shit. This how you catch a predator. Show up to your job. My work ethic is not regular.
That's dope. That Danny Glover was in Predator, or maybe Predator 2, maybe both, I don't remember. And also Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon always said, I'm too old for this shit. I love it.
I'm Danny Glover. You look just like the Predator. Too old for this shit. This how you catch a predator. Show up to your job. My work ethic is not regular. Keep it a buck. Come on, let's be honest. You eat ass and toes. You must hate your orthodontist. A walking abortion.
Orthodontist is like a mouth doctor. So you go in there and your mouth, he's saying your breath smells like feet and ass, and you're going to see the dentist, so he must hate you. It's so corny, but it's funny.
Your job, my work ethic is not regular. Keep it a buck. Come on, let's be honest. You eat ass and toes. You must hate your orthodontist. A walking abortion. That's sad and pathetic. Ironic, Eugene's knows nothing about eugenics. I'm Gen X. Now you dissing.
Eugenics. I'm Gen X. Oh, that's dope. And eugenics is like, I wonder if that's like a, nah, that's a stretch. But eugenics is like the study of genes, and not only the study of genes, but like almost like the degrading of genes, like through reproduction, if that makes sense. And the person that runs Planned Parenthood, who's like this big abortion, like she's like the spokesperson for abortion, is in eugenics. Like it's I don't know if I'm sure that BP knows that because he's big into this stuff, but I don't want to red top it.
Your orthodontist, a walking abortion. That's sad and pathetic. Ironic, Eugene's knows nothing about eugenics. I'm Gen X. Now you dissing my label. We's on tour getting money while you was losing your cable. This the difference of headlocks and headshots. You never should have put dreadlocks first. Red Fox, fallopian tube bars. That's what you giving me. You'll never grow up with that premature delivery.
Oh, you'll never grow up with that premature delivery. What a double there. Oh, man. But the fallopian tube bar was corny audibly, but genius video-wise.
I laugh when they think that you're under my skin. We could go bar for bar, or knuckles to chin. We can go car for car and scuff up these mature delivery. I laugh when they think that you're under my skin. We could go bar for bar, or knuckles to chin.
Bar for bar, so we could rap about it, we could fight about it. There's probably like another double with like working out there, like pull-ups or something, because that's just how BP does.
We can go car for car and scuff up these Tims. I'll show up to your funeral and piss on your friends. It's getting late.
Damn, that's not even a bar, that's just rude.
Go bar for bar, a knuckles to chin. We can go car for car and scuff up these Timbs. I'll show up to your funeral and piss on your friends. Getting late, well, and it's curfew. Drive a Lex, but you caught an L in this circle. I heard you upset.
That's dope. That's dope. That's another one where like it's just like simple bars. It's sometimes bars are so much better because you've never heard them. Like it's a simple, like it's an obvious thing, and I've never heard anybody say it. I'm not to say that nobody ever has. I just never heard it, and that's fuck, man. Taking an L in this circle.
To your funeral and piss on your friends. Getting late, well, and it's curfew. Drive a Lex, but you caught an L in this circle. I heard.
I wonder if there's something where it's getting late. Well, you're past your curfew. I don't know. There's got to be something there too.
Up to your funeral and piss on your friends. Getting late, well, and it's curfew. Drive a Lex, but you caught an L in this circle. I heard you obsessed, cause I'm bigger than you. Napoleon complex for internet dudes. Shock value.
That's dope. It's Napoleon complex for internet dudes. So he's mad because BP's channel is bigger. I don't know if BP's physically bigger. I have no idea how big Michelle show is. BP's not very big, but channel wise, it's like the YouTube internet Napoleon complex. Very well.
But you caught an L in this circle. I heard you obsessed, cause I'm bigger than you. Napoleon complex for internet dudes. Shock value conducted. Through this Copperfield, escape the White Room. Yeah, I'm David Copperfield.
See, like, it's a good flip saying like shock value getting conducted through this copper field. So copper conducts electricity. That's the shock value. And then he said something about Copperfield. There's just so many bars about Copperfield, but that's a cool flip on it.
Complex for internet dudes. Shock value conducted. Through this Copperfield, escape the White Room. Yeah, I'm David Copperfield. Everything I drop, the fans, either Copperfield, nightclub hitting. Even the cops would feel everyone on my.
Oh, the nightclub is hitting. Even the cops would feel. Oh, okay. So like a nightclub is playing it, but the cops have a nightclub like a billy club. Oh, very good. It's just stacking it.
Room. Yeah, I'm David Copperfield. Everything I drop, the fans, either Copperfield, nightclub hitting. Even the cops would feel everyone on my nuts. Trying to Copperfield, I'm here to make 9 M's. Glockenspiel, hot for real.
9 M's. So he's trying to make 9 million, but it's 9 millimeter.
Better learn from the OG. Goodbye, White Room. I and I, Koji. Goodbye, White Room. I and I, Koji.
Ayana Koji. I wonder what that means. Yeah, it's probably Japanese, but I don't see. White Room. How would you even spell this? Koji. Let's just go straight obvious. Elite light novels. The White Room is an academic institution created by Professor Koji. So I wonder if he escaped. If he escaped, that's dope. Good little closing bar there. I like that. If that's the right thing, who knows? It could actually just be like goodbye in Japanese.
I and I, Koji.
Well done, man. Well done, everybody. What a entertaining time. I've really enjoyed the Michelle and BP part of this, because they're both been really good spirits about it, like good sports, and they're reacting to each other's videos and saying like, okay, that part was really good. That part was mid, or that part I didn't really like, or that's not true, or it's really cool to have two people that are very open and honest. People that are honest. I like that. But this has been dope. And this whole battle, no matter what the outcome was, I personally, obviously, I think BP won. I think BP took round 1 and 2, um, possibly 3, but I think Dada's verse was better, or his sounded much better in 3. I don't think anybody that could give Dada round 1 based solely on the fact that that was the fucking most garbage, like thrown together quilt of a song I've ever heard. His flow is obviously way better than BP's like old school flow, but even then, BP's was at least half of the song was Michelle, half of the song was Dada. Everything was like a 4-bar punchline setup, scheming in and out of it, punchline, punchline, punchline. Dada's, you didn't even, you'd have to fucking rewind it just to see who he was talking about. Like, wait, BP doesn't have, he's talking about BP and then he says you have 1 million subs, and like, wait, BP doesn't have 1 million. Oh, no, now he's talking about Knox. Oh, and then here comes Cliff, and then here comes Ricochet, and then, oh, back to BP again. Okay. Oh, back to Knox. Oh, this one's about nobody. The fact that he said, I came from where it was rough, like the sound a hound makes, like, bro, that's the fucking corniest shit I've ever heard, and nobody's calling him out on this shit. Rough like the sound a hound makes. That's a fucking popsicle dad joke. Like, that's like a bazooka joke, like a bazooka Joe bubblegum fucking joke. Like, oh, where's the fucking dog? It's like, my dog speaks. Where's the chimney? It's on the roof. Like, oh, how does sandpaper feel? It feels rough. Like, the fucking dumbest shit I've ever heard. The whole, like I said, the whole lettuce, and I think that was in the third one or something, but that first one was garbage. That shit was written for Knox, and then he had probably had a page written for Cliff. He started writing one for me to respond to my first one. Then BP started talking, he thought that he might get into a battle with BP, so he started changing some names around and here, this and that. It's whack. So whack. Anybody that gave him round 1 is delusional. Round 2 is obviously Pegasus by like a landslide, and then 3, I think you could go either way. I think Dada's was probably better. Is definitely more focused on BP, but this is about Michelle's show and BP, and I really appreciate it. I became a huge fan of you, Michelle's show. If you're watching this, and BP, we're already friends, so I'm even wearing my BP shirt. Boom, brass knuckle gang. But yo, thank you guys for watching. If you're still here, this is a long ass video, but peace out.